Hi everyone, welcome to the UC Recon Sport 3 o'clock wellness snack. So today we are going to talk about our hands and hand therapy. So some really simple tips and tricks about ways that we can look after our hands and our forearms. I know a lot of people are working furiously at home. You're on laptops, you're typing all day, and really busy. Hands are really busy. Things they give us our dexterity. And so what are some of the ways that we can look after our hands and our forearms to help our wrists and the muscles of our arms and our forearms as well? So as you can see, I've got a really nice lovely view here, and just outside today. So a few things that I'd like you to maybe you can get hold of a ball, spiky ball, also a dessert spoon or a teaspoon, or I've got myself a therapist T-bar as well. And I'm just going to take you through some stretches for the forearm and through how to do some therapy and treatment on your hands, your fingers. Those of you who have arthritis, you might have Durbitrons, contracture in through the hands. Different ways that we can get the muscles and the fascia in your fingers to stretch and have relief. Okay, so one of the first things is we've got 37, I think, muscles that move our hands and our fingers, and 17 of or 18 of those are our forearm. So on the hairy side we've got our forearm extensors, on the smooth side we've got our forearm flexors, and then we have a lot of interosseous muscles and a lot of muscles that operate our fingers and through into our palm. So what I'm going to start with today is just some really good stretching through the front, through in here, coming in, through the front. Hold that for a few seconds. I hope this is the rec center page, and maybe I'm streaming onto my own. Anyway, we can share that. Okay, keeping that elbow nice and straight, not overextending, nice and straight through here. And then backwards, keeping that hand and wrist nice and straight. Same sort of thing. And forward again with this hand, nice flat hand, stretching in through the front, and then stretching underneath again, stretching those extensors and flexors. Okay, got a runner zooming past. Okay, we give our wrists a nice shake. Okay, now if you've got yourself your spoon or your teaspoon, or I've got my T-bar, you can get your dessert spoon, and just with the blunt end you can come through and scrape, just scrape through the front of your hand, gets into the muscles around through here, because our hand does a lot of this through the day when we're typing. It gets really closed in. We've got a muscle on the surface there that contracts inwards. So what we want to do, and you'll notice that my little pinky's quite bent. I broke it last December, and that's as straight as it's going to get for now. I may need to go see somebody about that. So just keep scraping your fingers with your dessert spoon, just the blunt end, round through here, up and through the forefinger. And you'll notice when you're scraping through your hands that it'll feel warm it might feel a little bit ticklish and can feel a wee bit nervy as well. You just want to get some heat in through to the tissue underneath, and so we keep scraping all the way around our fingers on the back. You'll notice around the joint, if you have arthritis, just go gently around the joint. You don't want to be too heavy. You can just nice gentle scraping in the back of the hand, in between the bones, or you can turn the spoon around the other way. Just loosening off the muscles in through the hand, around the thumb joint. This joint here, quite a lot of people as we get older, we can get arthritis in through there. So by scraping through the tissue, we're stretching, we're getting blood flow into the muscles. Keep scraping, keep stretching. You can also come down in between the hand with your spoon or a T-bar as well. And you can scrape around the joint, just nice and light, and back into the palm. Now in the palm you can really give it a good scrape. You can push it outwards, and it really stretches through the palm of your hand. You might notice as you're scraping through your hand, you're feeling that it's feeling quite light, and that's the blood flow coming through. Keep scraping in through there, in between the fingers. Here we go. There we go. We've had a good scraping. You can scrape your hands for as long as you like, and then you can also use a ball, roll your ball around, or a spiky ball with the acupressure on the fingers. And the other hand, you can scrape the other hand as well. But if you've just done one hand with scraping, you'll notice it'll feel quite different to the hand you haven't done any treatment to. So we might want to pick up the spoon again and work through the other hand. Just scraping through the palm of the hand, just with a spoon. You'll notice that if you've got any old calluses and things as well, we can get onto those calluses. Builders, kayakers. Not that there's much kayaking at the moment. But keep scraping in through that phalangeal joint. So if you've just joined us, it's the UC Rec and Sport Hand Therapy Wellness Snack for 3 o'clock. And we're coming down and through the joint and through here. Scraping through the hand into the fingers. Really get those muscles nice and stretched. On the surface through here. Right, and we'll just do some more stretching through the fingers. So just supporting the wrist. We can stretch out the hand and the fingers this way as well. Being careful to stretch the fingers, not over stretching the joint. Stretch the fingers again. You'll notice my little bent one there. Okay, and really stretch the palms of your fingers out, the fingers, You might feel an itchiness in the palms of your hand when you're stretching, and that's the fascia stretching. So we'll stretch it out. You can hold that for a few seconds. Wiggle your hands again. This is really good to do in the afternoon when you've been at a desk all day. Stretching those forearms. Stretching in through the carpal tunnel. How are your fingers feeling now? They should be feeling quite nice. So you can keep scraping away as if you like. You can notice that I'm getting quite red in the palm. I like to scrape my palm really, really well. Been at the desk all day, massage therapy, massaging people all day. One really great way at the end of the day is if you get sore hands from work, is to soak them in a nice hot tub with some Epsom salts. Good old Epsom salts has got magnesium, really good for muscles, for the muscle contraction and relaxing of muscle tissue. So you can see here it's quite red now. You can roll it round a ball. If you have got a squishy ball, I couldn't find one today, but you can get a squishy ball and squeeze the ball, do 3 lots of 10 or 3 lots of 12 squeezing of the ball. And then what I always like to do after I have finished is some lotion. So I'm just finishing with some really nice hand lotion up and through to the wrist. And you'll find that after scraping your hands and the palm of the surface of your hand, they'll probably feel quite nice now. So look after our hands and they will look after you. And that is the Wellbeing snack for 3 o'clock today. All right. Thanks everyone. Happy hands. See you tomorrow.